If you don't really give a shit about your music, you play it fast, you play it slow, it's not going to be heavy, no one's going to feel it. So that's, to me, is what's heavy, is do you feel it? Yeah, so that makes that heavy.
How was your first contact with music? Like, I have to do this in my life.
Well, the first thing that made me want to be a musician was the Monkees TV show when I was a kid. I really wanted to be, a musician because of that. And then I wanted to be like a hard rock musician when I saw Alice Cooper Group.
Yeah, probably Black Sabbath 1 was the first time I thought that, well, I might be able to do that.
Back in the day, to find a band was difficult because we had to tape trade. Nowadays, you can download a whole album in seconds. What do you think of modern metal music?
Well, the pros are, obviously, like you said, you can get something very fast. You don't have to worry about the tape trading thing. Yeah. But in my opinion, when you listen to stuff online or on your laptop or your computer, I don't think it sounds good. To me, there's no low end to it. It sounds like tinty, like bad headphones. So to me, that's the con to it, because the old stuff, the cassette tapes sounded really good.
I'm a real believer in vinyl, and so and it's not necessarily just because of the metal scene. It's just, it seems like when you're listening to something with some lower dynamics, albums sound better to me personally.
It's crimson red.
If you don't really give a shit about your music, you play it fast, you play it slow, it's not going to be heavy, no one's going to feel it. So that's, to me, is what's heavy, is do you feel it? Yeah, so that makes that heavy. If you're playing heavy rock, of course. Like the new album is not as slow as most of our albums. It's more upbeat, like our second album. So yeah, it doesn't matter, whatever sounds good, really.
Marching in the streets, taking you nowhere, screaming out of line, a line of deaf ears, it means nothing. Protest, protest.
I'm with him on that. I like a balance of both, the best of both worlds. I like a band that can go, extremely slow, nice, get you in a groove, and then can just kick up a couple of notches and make you get into it. So I like bands like that.
What does it keep the flame alive for you?
I think it's great to show the old school stuff to the young kids. I really enjoy it when I see young kids that know our songs. That means that we actually did something along these 40 years. We actually struck somebody whose parents could tell them, hey, listen to St. Vitus. I really like that a lot. Because the old folks are still going to like it unless we start playing shit that's not St. Vitus. But I like it when there's new kids. I see some kids at festivals and they have the St. Vitus patches along with all these other guys. That's really cool. I like that.
I like seeing people that I've seen maybe 15, 20 years ago, seeing them again. It's good to see them. And I like the young people. I like the other bands. You get to play with bands that, a lot of times you would have never heard of. And that's, for me, that's what keeps it going.
I feel I'm invisible to everything around. The creepers that are feeding me never make a sound.
Playing in America and playing in Europe, do you think there is a major difference between the two?
Well, nowadays there's not much. Europe is a little more acceptable to off-the-wall things, avant-garde things. But back in the day, America didn't like anything that was even close to doom metal, when it didn't exist. So always the shows were always better in Europe. But now it's pretty much evenly balanced with us. Yeah, we get good shows on both sides.
Every time I'm on the street, people laugh and point at me. They talk about my leader here, and the advocate knows I win.
How does it work for you, the process of creating music? Do you imagine a concept, or it's just like coming to you as an energy and then you put it into music?
Well, I just usually, try to make up the initial riff or whatever you want to call it of the song. And then sometimes you just work the song out like that and maybe put words in, maybe not. But I know where the words are supposed to go. And then sometimes, like the next song will work out so it comes into a concept. Like the Lily F65 album is a concept, but I didn't start out making a concept, just worked out that way. So it just depends on what happens. Like this new album, each song stands on its own pretty much. There's nothing really related except for one little section.
Usually David does most of the writing, so he'll come up to me. He gives me quite a bit of, creative leadway on whatever he wants done. But most of the time, he has an idea, and then when I fit within the pocket, he says, "That's it," and that's it. We're done.
If you guys set a gig in Brazil, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
I'd love to play there because we never have. And everybody we know that's been there says that we should go because it'll be really good. It would be exciting. It's a brand new place that we've never encountered before. So it'd be interesting to see the reaction of the people on a place that, we've never stepped foot in.
Marching in the streets, down on nowhere, screaming out line of your fear. It means nothing.
Thanks a lot for receiving us. It was a pleasure to talk to you guys. Living legends.
Thank you so much.